Thanks, Roger. Yes, magnificent scene here as we count down to the ceremonial start. And joining us is the new leader in the championship, Hayden Paddon. Tell us about your special stage just to get to the start of the stages tomorrow, because you've had real drama.
Yeah, there's been a few wee dramas, but nothing we can't work our way around. The car just got stuck in Picton. The truck and car been there since yesterday afternoon, and obviously the wild weather down in Wellington hasn't helped our cause. So, but they've just got on the boat and they're on their way up here, so it's going to be a late start.
So all your rivals are here, ready to rock and roll, and your car is still on the way, due to arrive, what, about 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, hopefully we'll be up here about 2, and then they'll unload, and then we've got a couple of hours of work to be done on the car as well. So the guys are all tucked up in bed now, and then they'll start up early, and we'll be all raring to go.
So 11 stages, 266 Ks over 2 days. Hayden Paddon, the man out in front of the championship. Let's check him out.
Yeah, well, great news for Hayden Paddon, though. He was able to make the start. His teams worked really hard all night to get him here.
We got to Wairo here at about 6:30, and we had to cut tyres, refuel, new radiator, and a few bits and pieces, and we made it by 2 minutes, made the start by 2 minutes, so plenty of time to spare.
Isn't that the understatement of the night? So Hayden Paddon, can he hold on to his championship lead now after the great effort by the team, and a bit of a risk on tyres here too, Roger?
Well, it could be a little bit of a risk because he's gone for a soft compound, but looking at the rain here, I don't really think it is a risk at all.
Won't take long to find out for the man they call Shrek, Hayden Paddon there, because
They're worried about trashing soft compound tyres over the 3 stages before service.
So the question is, who's made the right tyre choice? Hayden Paddon now on the road, lead car on the stage.
Well, let's look at his stage time coming down to the finish here, Clint. 12:08.2. Let's see if that's...
Still difficult, wet and demanding, but still could be an advantage for Hayden Paddon out in front.
Look at that commitment going across that bridge. He hardly lifted it at all.
John Kennard, very experienced co-driver. Hayden Paddon, very relaxed behind the wheel, heading down towards the stage. The record is 19 minutes 22 seconds, so he certainly won't be breaking that today in these sort of wet, slippery conditions. 21:0.8 seconds. So the weather's certainly having a major impact today.
How you going, Hayden?
Yeah, not bad. The first stage wasn't too bad, but that one there's so much gravel in there, and you can just feel the time loss every corner, and it's just sapping so much power out of the car. So it was quite hard in there, really. Everything seemed like it was in slow-mo.
Cricklewood stage, considered to be one of the best rally roads in New Zealand. It rewards smooth, fast driving.
Yes, Clint, this is a magnificent stage. All the drivers just love this stage. Hayden Paddon has taken the field by surprise here. If anyone has a chance to get to him, it'll be on this, and he'll be highly motivated here.
Just like Hayden Paddon, young, ambitious, had an unsettling start to this event, but he's got a sniff of victory here. Great effort by the team just to get that car here, ready to rally, ready to race. By only 2 minutes, remember, they made that start line.
Well, look at the stage here, Clint. Fantastic. Wouldn't you want a taste of this?
You betcha, if you're Hayden Paddon right out in the front of the field. Best conditions today.
Hayden looks like being one on the road could be the place to be today.
I think it's 2 3s and half a dozen. There's a lot of gravel out there, and there's also a lot of mud. So it's obviously not a bad place to be, but yeah, no, it's going good.
Coming into the stage, you had 11-second rally lead.
Yeah, once again, like the first 2 stages didn't feel very good from my respect. So, and that one there didn't feel any good either. So we'll wait and see what the time is this time.
So at the very wet Wairau service, lots of changes in store for the drivers as they look for the wet setup in the afternoon.
Hayden, 3 stages down, 24.2-second lead.
Yeah, it's not a bad start. Obviously the conditions are helping us out a little bit, and we made quite a... This morning I might have been a bit of an aggressive tyre choice, going for a soft compound tyre, which we haven't done for that sort of length of stages before, and it's worked an absolute treat. So so far so good, and there's definitely a lot of room for improvement yet.
The rain coming down even heavier, so it's probably going to suit you one on the road again.
I think it will, yeah. Although the second stage is a lot of really heavy, thick gravel, and it's, by the sounds of it, it's not really sweeping, it's more really spreading. So that sort of stage, it's the same for everyone. But so the first one, by the sounds of it, is quite muddy, and obviously the further you are, the better.
Absolutely critical for the afternoon.
Very critical, Clint. In fact, Hayden got it right this morning, pulled the trump card, went for the soft compound tyre, really worked for him. But Hayden and probably the other team that put more cut in their tyres to get them working below the surface, and maybe the other teams have gone to a soft compound as well. The other question for Hayden, how much of the road's cut up after the first time through?
Well, they're cutting through the roads nicely through there on those tyres at the moment. With the increased rain, wet conditions, how much slower will the times be today too?
Well, traditionally, Clint, the times get faster because of sweat roads, but these muddy conditions as Hayden goes a bit wide.
Set up absolutely critical for the afternoon.
Very critical, Clint. In fact, Hayden got it right this morning, pulled the trump card, went for the soft compound tyre, really worked for him. But Hayden and probably the other team that put more cut in their tyres to get them working below the surface, and maybe the other teams have gone to a soft compound as well. The other question for Hayden, how much of the road's cut up after the first time through?
Well, they're cutting through the roads nicely through there on those tyres at the moment. With the increased rain, wet conditions, how much slower will the times be today too?
Well, traditionally, Clint, the times get faster because of sweat roads, but these muddy conditions as Hayden goes a bit wide there, these muddy conditions, they will get slower, I think.
And his time's going to be slower too, 12 minutes 31.2. Wow, that's 13 seconds slower than the first run. About half a second, a kilometre faster on the last stage. If he can keep up that same pace, who knows, they might be tied by the end of the rally. Amazing.
Well, this is really Hayden's to lose. He may only be 21 years old, but this young driver has a good head on his shoulders. Remember this morning, Hayden set the pace on this stage.
The rain really coming down hard now as the storm belts into Hawke's Bay along with the rest of the country. How's it going to affect the drivers? Look at the conditions.
Well, look at Hayden Paddon as well. He's on an absolute charge coming through here. Oh, he's gone a little bit wide there, Clint.
Good use of the road, though.
Well, this is a sign of a fantastic rally driver. Fast downhill. You always know a good rally driver because they're very quick coming down, and Hayden Paddon is definitely fast downhill.
In fact, he's 12 seconds faster than this morning, 20 minutes 47.8. Still not happy, though. But turn it up, what a great day for Hayden Paddon. Superb tactics by his team to put him in front on the morning stages, despite the car not even arriving in Wildroad until the early hours of Saturday morning because of all the weather disruptions of getting across the Cook Strait. Only made it to the start line by 2 minutes. And look at this, great drive.
Yeah, great drive. Not only did Hayden stay cool under pressure, but hats off to his team who made a plan and they stuck to it. Hayden back in the winner's circles. You've done it again.
Yeah, it's excellent. Obviously, only half the job done yet. Got to try and repeat the same tomorrow, but backed off a bit too much in that first stage there. It was quite slippery and there's a lot of water, and I obviously misjudged, and Richard took a lot of time off us. And then the second one there, we pushed quite hard, and unfortunately Richard stopped in there. So all in all, good points in the bag, and we'll try and repeat it again tomorrow.
So Hayden Paddon the winner by 47.6 seconds over West. Great drive back by Brett Martin for third. And then drama on day two. Heavy rain overnight forced the cancellation of the second leg for the Rally of Hawke's Bay. So that means a big change in the points table too after 4 rounds of the Vantage Aluminium Joinery Championship, now led by Paddon.